flowing at your local pub today. St. Patrick's Day is still happening, and here to talk about it, scheduled was Finney McConnell, but scheduled and showed up was Michael O'Grady from the Canadian-Irish punk band out of Kingston, the Mahones. Mr. O'Grady, thank you very much. Thank you for showing up on this early St. Patty's Day morning.
Well, to be honest, I haven't slept, so it made it a bit easy. I'm joking. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was supposed to be us, but it's just you. What happened to Finney?
We'll find out. You're my focus now. I'll worry about him in a bit.
Listen, we're so glad you're here and that you made it. And congratulations, we were just saying, on over 30 years. Would you ever imagine back in 1990 that we'd still be celebrating a huge roster so many years later with the Mahones?
Yeah, no, it's incredible. It's a testimony to Finney's work ethic. It's a testimony to the music lovers across the world, though. The Mahones are actually a bit more well-known in Europe and things like this. So we do most of our touring over there. So I got to hand it to the people, man. The people have been loving us and supporting us, so it makes it easy for us to go out and do what we do.
Now, it seemed like fate intervened when you guys officially became the Mahones on St. Patty's Day. Is that an accurate story?
Absolutely. The first ever Mahones gig was at the Toucan in Kingston on St. Patrick's Day 31 years ago.
And you mentioned... oh, sorry, go ahead, yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, please, you go.
Oh, it was just, yeah, so it was meant to be a one-off. Basically, let's do a one-off gig, and now 30 years later, we've just digitized that show and added a few things, and now releasing it for worldwide consumption.
That's
so
awesome.
It is incredible how it just came from one idea to now here we are 30 years later.
And listen, we just saw the concert footage. Everybody can't wait to get back to those days. But you've been very busy putting a lot of stuff out. So talk to us about what you've been doing over the last year.
Well, we've released a couple of records. One was an unplugged album featuring Davenant Doyle, one of Canada's best singers. An acoustic kind of stripped down things that was kind of new for the Mahones to do. And we also released this record here, which I'd like to show.
Okay.
This is our 30th anniversary album.
Show and tell. I love it.
Ooh.
There we go. This is all we got to show for it, the best of 30 years. And we've been getting outstanding reviews from around the world on it. And we honestly couldn't be more proud. It's amazing to hear the evolution, not of the songwriting only, but of the musicianship and just the kind of intelligentsia behind the songwriting stuff. It's certainly been a great growth for us.
Congrats, that's huge.
Michael, normally on St. Patrick's Day, I'm assuming your dance card would be full. You'd be getting ready for a gig tonight or multiple gigs maybe. What does this feel like? I know there's light at the end of the tunnel here, but this is now 2 straight St. Patty's Days we've been in this. What is it like on your end?
It's frustrating on this end. At the same time, it's been a very challenging year. I mean, you can put your head in the sand and wait for this to rid itself, or we can find other ways of doing stuff. I personally have been doing a live stream every Saturday since May called Unsober Saturdays. And where people come in. I mean, we all have the kumbaya shows and let's feel good and pray for better times. My thing is for 2 hours, let's have a few drinks and sing some songs. So we've been doing that. April 17th, I'm doing another show and tell here. My mother passed away due to COVID, and I've got some great Canadian and Irish entertainers on the 1-year anniversary of her passing, and we're going to raise some money for a hospice foundation in Ireland. I've got Kevin Hearn, M. Griner, Finney, Derek Downham, some tremendous acts. So, and beyond that, we also have a tour lined up for this summer. So God willing, if everything's okay, we'll be going to Europe this summer for about 2 months to finally kind of christen our 30th year with a tour that we so really want.
Michael, our condolences go out to you for losing your mom to this devastating disease. But music, as you could see, really heals you and it uplifts our spirit.
Yeah.
And I know that you were also a big dancer, one of the best in the country and in North America. I got to ask you, what did you think of Sid's dancing?
Well,
It's
a good thing I retired when I did.
Okay, he's
I'll
a threat.
just say that. Well,
he would have been a threat.
Some things come a bit too easy to Sid from what I've seen. So it's better that I'm retired and I can sit on my throne.
He can't work a tin whistle, though, and you can. And you are kind enough to stick around. You're going to play us out at the end of the show. So everybody stick around. Thank you so much for doing that for us. We'll check back in a little bit. You limber up, right?
Yeah.
Can you do
something like that?
No, I can't. No.
See? Can't do it all.
Maybe dancing, not that. Looking forward to the Mahones performance coming up before we wrap up the show. Also coming up, actor Matthew Modine, director Chris Smith will join us to discuss the release of the new highly anticipated doc about the U.S. college admissions scandal. on Netflix. That conversation is next. You're watching Breakfast Television.
Is there any risk